Oh, I should have soft sticks that. I'm dazed, can we have 5 minutes? Naturally, a lot of these riders who are professionals have busy lives where a lot of events come up. You know, they have interviews outside of this film come up and they need to do their own thing and they need to ride. And, you know, before we left, we were like, oh, this is going to be harder than we thought.
It was too late, you didn't understand. Saving all the love for you was better instead of giving it up.
Level is a documentary showcasing BMX riders in the UK and why they put their bodies on the line for a sport that they love. It sort of turned into a vague trailer for a project in the grander scheme of things that is now a film festival that we hope to launch early next year. We're in London, we're in Victoria Park, which is kind of by Stratford, and it's too wet to ride basically. The bowl has been washed out. It was alright when we got here, and we got some riders, we got some locals. BMX riding was what got me into video, so I used to go around filming my friends when I was younger, and then I sort of quickly became the camera guy or the film guy that did people's videos and did little, like really cringy online little vlog kind of things with my friends and their bikes, and it basically got me into camera work. And I thought it'd be really nice to go back to, you know, what got me into film in the first place and the network that I actually started subconsciously making, like not even intentionally making when I was younger. It turns out BMX is very hard to get in one place at one time and keep organised and kind of keep structured, because naturally the sport itself is a very random one, a very freeing one. The whole point is it's, you know, freestyle and you kind of go where you want and do what you want. But naturally a lot of these riders who are professionals have busy lives where a lot of events come up. You know, they have interviews outside of this film come up and they need to do their own thing and they need to ride. And, you know, before we left we were like, oh, this is going to be harder than we thought. So a typical day on the shoot looked like either waking up in a Travelodge or waking up on the sofa of a friend that we'd be crashing with. And then basically straight on the phone calling the parks just to confirm that we're okay to arrive. So we'd rock up to the parks way before the riders were there, a lot of the time before the parks even opened, set up cameras and then kind of basically wait for these riders to arrive. And then the riders, as a rule, kind of warmed up, they did their thing, they did their stretches, they had a few loops around the park. Some of the riders don't necessarily ride parks that we're filming in all the time, so they like to get a feel of the parks and then we can go, right, what are you feeling? What's safe? What do you think you could do? What would look good on camera? And they call the shots really, I suppose. They almost take a little bit of a directorial role, I suppose, because we can't necessarily direct all of their actions because people have different skill levels and different capabilities. And I think if we were to do it again, or if we were to kind of have another stab at it, I think I would organise a day or two just for interviews. It was a bit messy, turning up to locations, filming the riding, and then trying to wrangle them before they leave. You know, oh, quickly, can we get an interview with you? It would have been good to organise one day, maybe a couple of people's travel, and just bring loads of riders in to, you know, like a set or a studio, and just get those interviews there. So the festival, I suppose, above anything, is that silver lining, because it's kind of come from, as you say, it's like the phoenix that's risen from the flames. I think flames might be an exaggeration actually, because we had loads of fun filming it and we got to meet, you know, the most amazing people that we're going to now see in a couple of years on TV in the Olympics. So it was just really humbling to kind of feel people wanting to be involved with a project that you've kind of come up with and wanting to be filmed for ages. So yeah, it's kind of finalising the pieces together for this film festival, and we essentially need to find a venue which we think we have found. We need to understand who's available, we need to set a date, we need to find some sponsors, because ultimately we'd like it broader than just turn up, watch some films and leave. We want to have judges, riders, we want to have some people like BMX shops and BMX brands come and kind of, you know, it can help them, it can help us, and just kind of take the concept of Level when we did the film and turn it into this festival. And if we can put the effort in that we did for the film into this festival, then I think we're on something good. So if you are interested in watching my final project of Screenology, Level BMX, then click the link and subscribe to Screenology for more interesting stories about students, films and stuff. Yes. I'll just do a...
Yeah, sure.